Sister Meeple here, and today I'm looking at a game currently up on Kickstarter, Botanists by Agie Games. Agie Games is a small independent European publisher that has produced some smaller card games in the past. This will be their first big box game. Botanists launched yesterday, May 1st, 2019, and it will end on Tuesday, May 22nd, for just under a 3-week campaign, which is a good length. The estimated delivery date is October of 2019, 5 months from now, which is a nice quick turnaround by Kickstarter standards. Agie Games doesn't have any other outstanding Kickstarter projects to worry about, so their focus will be on this one, and unless there are complications, which is always possible, they should deliver this game on time. Botanist was designed by Violaine Mallier, who is a first-time designer, and I would love to see more of her work. The game is for 2 to 4 players and takes up to 60 minutes to play. So let's take a closer look at the gameplay. You are a botanist tending a small plot of land where you will grow flowers to sell. In order to grow the flowers on your personal board, you must first purchase flowers from the market. To get flowers from the market, you will move your character 1 or 2 spaces within the market board. Then you will play a market card. Each market card will show which flowers you will collect relative to your current position on the market board. Other players can block you from collecting flowers if they are on one of your collection spaces. Once you've collected your flowers, you must then return to your individual board and plant one of the flowers on the next available space on your personal garden, starting at the upper left and going down each row. If the flower you plant matches the color of the next available space, you can choose to plant it face up, or you can play it face down, which is withered. If the flower you plant doesn't match the color of the next available space, you must place it face down and withered. Having withered flowers can be very bad at the end of the game, but if you do place a withered flower, you can take a bonus action depending on the color of the space. Then, any remaining flowers you purchased at the market go into your marginal land at the lower right of your personal board. You can use those flowers to fulfill any open or personal orders, up to 1 of each. Then you draw a new market card and refill the market board, and it's the next player's turn. Now, if you would rather, on your turn you can tend your marginal land instead of going to the market, if you have leftover flowers on your marginal land. To do this, you take one of your leftover flowers and place it withered side up on the board, then take the bonus action associated with that space if you like. At this time, you may also discard and replenish any open orders you wish, as well as optionally drawing 2 and then discarding 2 market cards. You may fill orders as usual, then replenish any open orders, and it's the next player's turn. Scoring occurs after rounds 5, 10, and 15. During each scoring phase, you score points based on the orders you filled in those 5 rounds. Whether you have leftover flowers on your marginal land, you score a bonus if you don't. Whether you have withered flowers on your personal land for those 5 rounds, you also score a bonus if you don't. And you get to keep up to 2 flowers on your marginal land. Then the next round begins. After the 15th round, the game ends and endgame scoring occurs in addition to the regular scoring. There is a penalty based on the total number of withered flowers you have on your personal land, and you lose points for any unfulfilled personal orders. The person with the most points wins. I did notice that the endgame scoring is all negative. You do get some positive scoring from the regular scoring, but it would have been nice to see some positive bonuses at the end of the game as well. I think the gameplay sounds like so much fun. I especially like the idea of moving around within the market and then taking flowers based on these Tetris-shaped market cards. I like that scoring is spread out throughout the game, and I also like the variety you are going to get each time from having different flowers in the market and different open and personal orders throughout the game. That should give the game pretty good replayability. Botanist is a medium weight game that I know my entire family would enjoy, and for that I give it 4 stars. The art for this game is by Pedro Codeso. He did the art for Zura, which I thought was charming, and Botanists is no different. I especially love the art for the main box cover, which reminds me of warm summer days, and the botanists in this game are whimsical and varied. Take a look at the vibrant flowers. There are only a couple of small things I would change. The withered flower looks very similar to the purple flower, and so it's hard to tell them apart from a distance. But if the withered flower is meant to be a withered version of the purple flower, then it would be fun to have a withered version of the red flower on the back of the red tile, and a withered version of the blue flower on the back of the blue tile, etc. That would be a fun addition to the design. The art in this game just makes me happy, so I'm giving it 4 stars. Now let's look at monetary value. The base game is €35 or approximately $39 plus shipping. For that, you get a game board, 5 player boards, 125 flower tiles, 76 market cards, 101 order cards, including the free mini expansion, 5 player tokens, 5 scoring tokens, and a cloth bag. The first couple of stretch goals are for upgraded card quality and punchboard thickness, and if those are met, component quality will be quite good. There aren't a lot of fancy minis or wooden tokens, but this game doesn't really need them. I hope Botanists will go to retail eventually. I think it will do well at retail because it should appeal to gamers and non-gamers alike, but it may not see wide distribution. So if you really want it, this is your chance to get it and to support a small company at the same time. I would give money a value of 3.5. As far as Kickstarter Extras goes, there aren't a lot relating to the base game. There is a free 15-card mini expansion that I mentioned. This mini expansion includes 15 unique order cards that use different rules from those in the base game, adding to variability and replayability. Optional add-ons include copies of Agie Games' other games, Zura and Hasp, as well as a t-shirt and card sleeves. Since Zura and Hasp aren't widely available, this is a great chance to get those games, but I do wish that there were more bonuses relating to the base game, so I'm going to have to give Extras a 2 at this point. That could definitely change. If some stretch goals are unlocked, it is still very early yet in the campaign. Overall, I think this game is charming and the theme and artwork are joyful. The gameplay is easy to understand and at the same time thought-provoking and puzzly. I give Botanists an overall game score of 3.5 and I really hope it succeeds so we can see it come to life. This is what Kickstarter is all about. I know some of the larger publishers use Kickstarter as a storefront, but it used to be about helping the individual reach his or her dreams, and that's what's happening here. If you have any interest in this game and you'd like to check it out, I'll post the link below. See you next time, and happy gaming!